right, here we go with turn number 2. Our next Dawn of the Zeds event card is going to be Wandering Zeds. Oh yes, that looks lovely. So we have no raiders, no rangers, and no refugees at the moment. Outbreak will happen at an 8+, and we're currently still at 0. Consume supplies, no, that's good. But we have a special action, and it says at the beginning of the Zeds phase, which would be now, make a fate draw. So we'll do that first. We take a fate card, and we see what that is. The Living Dead. Oh, that doesn't sound too promising. And basically what this card had said was we have to look at the location on the fate card, and that would be in the mountains. And the Zeds do an immediate attack equal to the column on the equal to column table in the combat table with normal shifts and infections. So what's going to happen is the infection rate is going to increase by 1 because of this attack. It was in the mountains. The only civilian units in the mountains right now are right here, so they will get activated. They get turned around, and we get an attack happens on the equal to combat table, which is right here down this column, and we roll 2 dice. Now they have a shift 1 to the left because they are in a town, and that's a 7. So if we consult the chart, on 1 to shift to the left, which is the left stand table, on 7, they actually take 1 hit, or 1 bit of damage. So those zombies that appeared out of nowhere did 1 damage. And what we do with that is we take a casualty marker, and we add that to the unit. Now, civilian units can take 4 hits before they're destroyed. So that takes care of the special text on this card at the bottom. Now we have to look at the fate card that we drew. And what it says is the cemetery at St. Thomas has come alive. From the Zeds Cup, draw any combination of Zed units whose total fight value is at least equal to the current infection level. Place them on their full strength side in the St. Thomas village. Well, our infection level is 1, so we will only be drawing 1 zombie out of the little zombie bag here. Sorry, Zeds. And what we have here is... oh, that's pretty good. This is the weakest zombie unit in the game. It is just a 2. So it appears at St. Thomas, and there will be an immediate fight hand-to-hand. Happens up here. Now they have equivalent values. These civilians are going to be activated, and it's 2 for 2. So we're on the equal table. However, we go to the less than because they are in a town, so they get 1 defense bonus. So let's see what happens. And that's a 7. So this time when we consult the table, we look at the less than, and it was a 7. So the attackers take 2 hits and must retreat. It's the little red thing. So these little tokens here, there's a 1 on one side and a 2 on the other. Zombies can take 6 hits total before they die, so they take 2 hits, they must retreat. And the civilian units took 1 hit on that table, on the less than at 7. So they will get a casualty marker put on them. However, they've held the town off, which is good. So that's all that happens for the attacks now. We have the actual Zed movement itself, and we can see that the highway track has a movement, which is right here, and this is not so great. So this 6 unit moves in here, and I forgot we have to actually increase the infection level each time there's a hand-to-hand combat, so that's 2. And now this attack is going to make the infection level go up to 3. So again, this time the zombies have a 6, the civilians have a 4. The civilians are activated, and the zombies are greater than, but we go back 1 on the table to equal to. And we'll see what happens here. 6. So if we consult the table, on a 6, for the equal to, it means the attackers take 2 damage, the defenders take 1. So these zombies take 2 hits and must retreat. They're still strength 6, and the civilian units took 1 casualty, but they're still holding the town. So that's not too bad. And the last movement of the zombies is in the tunnel track, and which is right here, and they move off into the tunnels, and there's no one to attack and nothing happens. And now for the final bit, boy, that was a lot of stuff happening. We actually have 2 actions. So what I'm going to do for my 2 actions, the first thing we're going to use Sheriff Hunt's special ability again. He is adjacent to some civilians. He's going to tell those civilians in the town to do some foraging. So they're going to try and see if they can get some supplies. And they roll a 4. Now if we look at the foraging table, for a 4 in a town or village, they actually find 1 supply. So what it means is our supplies go up to 6. So that's good. We need supplies and ammunition. Now I actually have 2 actions left. So the first action I'm going to do is I am going to have Special Agent Wright is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to go to the farm and just sort of shore up that level. There's 2 zombie units there. And the second action I'm going to do is I'm going to have the sheriff move 1, 2 down here to the university. He's 2 away now from the 6th strength zombie unit, so he'll be able to fire at them next turn. That uses up our 2 actions. That's the end of turn 2. Join me next time when we get into turn 3.